Aquarius, 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 okay, Aquarius, the energy coming into this reading is the 9, the 8 of Swords. And I feel like this is perhaps overthinking, and you see how they're not tied down to these thoughts. So all of these swords represent different worries, different trials and tribulations, perhaps challenges in their life. And I feel like they feel a bit restricted. They feel like they need to overcome these challenges, and I feel like the message here is to follow their intuition. And you see how they're wearing a blindfold here, and they have the ability now to walk forward through these swords, but in order to do so, they must use their mind, they must be creative, they must follow this, whatever's inside themselves, okay, in order to move forward, because there is a sense of feeling a little bit blind, and it's the anticipation of that. Perhaps there was a situation that made them feel quite restricted, that made them feel quite tied down, and it's trying to overcome that emotion, that past emotion, right? So perhaps they're doing okay now, perhaps they're better now, but there's still that feeling inside of them of the past experiences and how they have impacted them, and it's trying to move forward in a way that can break free of these thoughts, break free of, this feeling inside themselves. Aquarius. Okay, so the next card we have is the Justice card. So there is going to be some balance to be made here. So whatever this was, I feel like there is going to be some good karma now, and balancing out that karma, okay? And there is going to be right made over the situation. This is, whatever this card comes out next to, it really does emphasize here. So whatever this challenge was, Aquarius, I feel like there's going to be justice, and I feel like there is going to be a bright future ahead of them where they can take that blindfold off, where they can really see things clearly and feel quite safe, feel quite at peace with their surroundings, okay? I'm actually getting an image here, Aquarius. They want me to show you this. I'm getting an image of these swords turning into flowers. And a very beautiful person. Wow, I just have an image here, and perhaps this is you in your future, or this could be, you could be a cross watcher, I'm not sure, but whoever this however this resonates, this person is very beautiful. Once they take that blindfold off, I feel like they're going to flourish, but there's a need here to follow their intuition first, be guided, okay, because the Justice card, the universe is looking out for them, and they want to achieve equality or some sort of rightness in the situation. Yeah, so the Four of Pentacles, I feel this represents actually letting go of any stubborn energy, letting go of that feeling of, I feel claustrophobic actually, a little bit of claustrophobia, a little bit of feeling restricted and feeling tense within themselves, and the situation, whatever this was, it was perhaps making them feel like they have to be on guard, feeling like, you know, these long-term goals, these long-term commitments, you know, these pentacles are whatever they perceive as valuable, you know, and you know, that could be different for all of you. And I feel like that was really challenged here, and you know, they wanted to stay committed to something, they wanted to stay committed to their life path, but there was something that was making them have to hold back in some way and hindering them. And I feel like they are going to let go, and they are going to move forward, and it's going to be quite beautiful, I feel, whatever this is, and they will maintain structure. And I feel like they've been holding on for quite a while, and you know, this person has to be quite strong, but I feel like as well they're you know, there's angels looking out for them. Yeah. So this is about, the Ten of Wands is about unleashing those burdens, unleashing what was, you know, heavy in their mind, okay? So this person is quite strong, and they can walk with these wands, okay? So they were moving forward with these challenges. They were moving forward every single day in some way, and it was actually making them grow stronger through any of this, you know, through anything that they've gone through any of this struggle. It's only just made them stronger as a person, and if it doesn't feel that way, I feel like it's going to be that way in the future, and they are going to look back at this and realise how strong of a person they were to go and make it through such situations. You know, and I'm seeing someone, yeah, a just very beautiful person in the future, okay? And, you know, that is, they have to perhaps realise their beauty. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. So this is someone quite honest and innocent and sincere, and I feel like they really moved forward here with a sense of, you know, giving all of themselves, being very open and being very understanding and compassionate, and trying to move forward with their cup, extend their heart here. This is a message of love. You know, there's a sense of, in a way, perhaps they were a little bit less accepting of how much of a struggle this situation really was. Perhaps they didn't want to, you know, the Page of Cups, this is all about, you know, this is kind of youthful, you know, this is quite innocent energy. So perhaps they didn't want to acknowledge quite how challenging the situation was, and they were in denial for a little bit. But I feel like that's changed. I feel like even if they are still there, I feel like there is still a little bit of denial in this card. I feel like the universe itself is saying, okay, there needs to be some balance here, and it's taken into, in a way, I feel like there's change happening and it's inevitable. That's what I feel. I feel like someone is moving forward towards this, and they are being urged towards this, and you know, they're being asked to follow their intuition out of this situation. You know, and this could be past energy for some of you. Aquarius. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles. So this is someone hardworking. This is someone that has really had to make an effort in order to build their foundations, okay? They have this is long-term commitment. This is someone that really does focus and put attention to detail here in order to move forward, in order to succeed, and standing tall and standing firm. But it's also someone that's quite generous, okay? If anyone needed any guidance, they would be the first person to you know, help them, and their advice would be solid. They would think everything through quite deeply in order to make the best outcome possible. And you see how they're looking at this pentacle, they're looking at this long-term commitment, and they are cherishing it. And I feel like this could be a separate energy, Aquarius, for you. So we see here perhaps a challenging situation here, And now this is the King of Pentacles. So this is someone that can build, that can overflow with abundance, okay? This is someone that is achieving success. This is someone that is on their way to really a positive goal. Yeah. And I feel like they don't really see just how much potential they have. You know, there's a lot more to see, and I feel like this comes after balance. This comes after this rightness, okay, this justice, okay. That's when this will really blossom in a way, and those swords will turn into flowers. And I feel like they do. They are this compassionate person that wants peace around them. Yeah. So I'm looking at this I don't know why I keep saying 9 of Swords instead of 8 of Swords. That is a slip. So I feel like someone has really been in their head over this and losing sleep, and perhaps in a way depriving themselves in some way, you know, losing sleep, losing something, ability to function here is impaired. Some sort of hindering is going on because of this situation with the 9 of Swords, okay? And yes, the Devil card has come out. And this is an unhealthy situation. This is something that can be, they have chains around them, right? Those chains are quite loose, but they're still there, and it's like they don't see that those chains are loose. They don't see that they can walk away. They don't see that they can move out of this situation. But I feel like this card is saying, look, you know, we need to follow our intuition. We need to understand. We need to envision ourselves taking those chains away from us and moving forward in a way that is positive, in a way that can bring, you know, a lot of possibility back into their life that I feel they do deserve, and that they will achieve with the right, you know, with this, if they follow this guidance, if they follow this path forward, into equality, into, you know, something, whatever it is that is, you know, this opportunity arising. It's a message to really go into this with hard work and determination, and they will succeed, okay? So we see here with the King of Pentacles here that if they do move forward, they are going to be successful, and they are going to be abundant. And the King of Pentacles is the most successful king, okay? This is someone that has really, you know, put in hard work here, and they are going to see this, okay? It's well deserved. Aquarius. Yeah, as I was saying, that there is the change card. So the Wheel of Fortune here, there is going to be change, and it's, when this card comes out, it's something that is, you know, in the motions now, and they cannot, I feel this is divinely guided, okay? So it's going to happen either way, and this change, I feel, is going to be very positive, and it's moving forward from this direction after they let go of whatever this energy is, whatever this chain is. And you see how this change card is appearing underneath the Justice card, and I feel like that is quite significant for some of you, that this justice is going to bring change, and it's guiding itself out of this situation and letting go, really, and letting go in order to achieve what they truly are, okay, and who they truly are. And I feel like that is the King of Pentacles. You see, this person is very comfortable. This person is surrounded by, I feel, in a way, everything that they love. Okay, this is, you know, their ideas are flourishing, their environment is beautiful and flourishing, and it's representing really who they are and their feelings towards this. It's quite comfortable, you know. Okay, Aquarius. So we have the Three of Wands here, and I feel like this person is anticipating this. They are looking at their journey, they are overlooking how far they have come, and now they are ready to move forward on a new path. And this path, there is a sense of dreaminess to it, there is a sense of fulfillment and anticipation for the future, and knowing that there is more to, there's more to this, and there's freedom that is going to be gained, but there's freedom, I feel, within themselves to really embrace who they are, and personal growth here. That's the freedom I'm getting. And the threes are all about creating, okay? So after this change, there's this path, just, I feel, I'm getting an image here of, you see the water here, actually. I'm seeing them look out, and as they look out, this path forms over the water, and I'm seeing them walk down this path, and it's quite divine, okay? As the water here is, that can represent emotional fulfillment in a way, that can represent, perhaps they're walking, through this and they're walking towards emotional fulfillment, or perhaps they're walking over this negative emotions that they had to feel, this deep emotion, this deep-rooted emotion. They're walking over this now, and they're walking through it, and they're getting through it, okay? But I feel like as well, whatever this path leads to over this water, I feel like it's beautiful, and once they reach the other side, I feel like they're going to be very pure and very enlightened and very ready for the journey ahead. Okay. Yes, so we have the Knight of Cups, so there is a movement forward on this journey with emotion, and you see this cup here, they're extending their cup, and they're doing so in a way that's sincere. This is one of the most trusting knights, this is the most fair knight, okay, because they have this compassion within themselves, and this compassion is driving them forward, but because perhaps they do understand a little bit that, deep down, that this situation before was unfair, and now they are following this cup, they are leading, and I feel like they are riding this horse, and this horse is looking out for them. This horse is going to be, I feel, helping them move forward on their journey, and there's this sense of togetherness, this sense of being able to build something here, and it's building something with a sense of harmony, with the things around them that, make them, feel good, make them stronger, instead of those things that make them feel weak, make them feel vulnerable in some way, exposed in some way, and this cup, I feel like this cup is filling up with water, filling up with, their heart is slowly growing with each step, okay? And it's hard to do this, it's hard for them because they have been through so much that has really felt restricting. So for them, okay, they have been through so much. Look at this. That has been so restricting here. So whatever they've been through, in order to have the courage to move forward on that horse, on that journey, in order to sit firmly on that horse, it's very, very much a challenge. And it's almost like these swords here, they've moulded down into this armor. So you see the sword, I'm getting an image here of these swords being melted down and made into their armor as they move forward, and they're just covering themselves with this armor. So they are a little bit as they move forward on their journey at first, while they're still trying to open up, they do have this sense of wanting some sort of protection and wanting to, I feel, I'm just really noticing their armor, wanting to cover themselves in some way because they don't want to be hurt. They don't want to feel like they are going to experience this pain again, whatever this pain was. I mean, I'm really feeling a sense of just being exhausted in some way, but moving forward. You know, and the King of Pentacles is quite significant. Okay, wow. Okay. So they move forward. The Nine of Pentacles. So whatever they're moving forward towards, this is going to be successful and well deserved with the Nine of Pentacles. So this energy here, this is someone that has grown something quite substantial for themselves. See how they're looking around them, and there's this nature behind them, there's this bird on their hand, and they're, you know, this tame harmony with, you know, the animals around them, with the beautiful environment around them. And these pentacles represent long-term commitments that are just piling up at their feet, and you know, this is success. These are goals that are going to be achieved, and this is very independent energy. This is energy that can sustain itself and, you know, flourish by itself, okay? So in themselves as a person, they are quite beautiful, and they are, I feel, special as they are. You know, they don't, you know, as an individual energy, as who they are very much beautiful, and they are very much able to create this garden for themselves. And I feel like this is well deserved after, you know, the past that they have had here. Okay. So the King of Wands has come out, and this is all about forward thinking. Okay, this is about looking at the future and seeing, you know, from a wider perspective, what they can do in order to achieve, what they can do in order to, I feel, be of benefit to the world, and, you know, really look out for themselves and the other people around them, I feel. You know, so after they let go, they are going to really be thinking about this, thinking about their future and the anticipation of that, but also I feel the inspiration and the confidence. They're looking at this path, and there's a certain level of trust in this path, and that's why they can move forward after feeling so unsafe in a way. The reason why they can move forward is because they do trust in this path. They do. They are looking at this from a long-term perspective here. I feel like they're building themselves as well. They're building themselves, and they're finding a way forward through their, you know, through this perspective of theirs. They're trying to gather confidence, because I feel they do realise that in the past they have been, in a way, they've been so kind that it's been, I feel, being so kind, it's been neglecting. It's been, you know, someone has abused this kindness and neglected them in some way because of them really just giving everything. And there was this balance that needed to be made, and this perhaps this moral obligation here that should have happened, and it didn't happen. Yeah. So actually I'm feeling that this card here, the Seven of Pentacles, this is actually looking over their, I feel, long-term commitments, long-standing commitments, and they're looking over these commitments in admiration for the future, and longing for, you know, I feel, waiting for more growth. And I feel like they are building up these pentacles here in order to move forward, okay, on their journey. So once this change happens, once they are, I feel, swayed towards this path, they want to make sure that they are prepared. And I feel like this is them preparing themselves, and they want to move forward. They want to move out of this energy where they are, struggling. But first they feel like they need to perhaps build themselves in some way. I feel they're trying to have something behind them of substance, okay? And I feel like this is going to happen. I feel like because we do have the Nine of Pentacles here, it's this person is, receiving, this person is successful in the movements forward. So whatever they're doing, whatever they're building here with this Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this is going to be quite substantial. This is going to be quite successful, and it already is. I just feel like what they're doing here is they're making sure that everything is in place, everything is perfect. And I feel actually being a little bit of a perfectionist here. Yeah, perhaps a little bit too much. So they are overthinking here with the Moon card. They are, I feel, really going into every single detail and analysing this situation and what they must do in order to move forward. And this is about perhaps being a little bit overwhelmed as well with the amount of work ahead of them. And I feel like this work is in their mind. I feel like this is them. I feel this is just anxiety, I feel, getting, perhaps influencing them and making them feel like they have to do more, they have to be more successful in order to move forward, and always wanting to strive for something better. And, what I'm noticing here is I'm noticing how the Moon here has, these little, I feel like this Moon is shedding some of its light, okay? And I feel like that's because these are doubts, these are self-doubts, and they can be hindering, they can be something that I feel hurts them in some way and hinders them in some way also. But I feel like this is because of what they've had to go through, okay? So these thoughts that have been in their minds that have perhaps told them at one point that they weren't good enough, and wanting to be good enough and wanting to always strive and wanting to have that confidence, wanting to show confidence. And perhaps at times it's it's been a struggle to do so, and they realise that they can be sincere, okay, they can be this person that they are, but they can also be confident at the same time, okay? They can also be, I feel, everything that they perceive in themselves, everything that they want within themselves. I feel like they really have the potential to be that, but it's just a movement forward. It's this journey. It's being able to extend their heart again and trust in themselves and overcome these obstacles. And I feel like these obstacles are now in a case of them just in their minds trying to gain clarity, follow their intuition and let go, okay? Yeah. Okay, so we do have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is all about giving and receiving, okay? This is finding balance. This is, as well with the Justice card, it's about really realizing what serves them, realizing what makes them feel at peace, what gives them happiness, what gives them this sense of wholeness and togetherness, and moving forward and following that, okay? And there's also this feeling of, you know, this is a card of memories, this is a card of the past, okay? And I feel like this is saying, you know, they're realizing really the good points, the things they have done in the past that have perhaps been, you know, the side of themselves that they really love, and they want to come back to this side of themselves, and or they want to be one with this side of themselves and move forward with, you know, the positive lessons that they have learned and the strength that they have gained over the years through overcoming obstacles in the past that have been probably, you know, as well a little bit challenging. And there's strength here to move forward. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is someone, I feel, looking over their commitments and looking over what is needed to be done, and they are focusing in on this pentacle. They're focusing in on this energy that is going to be long-standing, something that is of real value, of real worth to them, and they are going to make the moves forward, make the right steps forward in order to achieve this, and make this, you see the infinity sign, to make this into something that is going to be, you know, everlasting, okay? And you see here that I'm noticing the boats in the background, okay? I'm noticing that, and I'm feeling like, you know, this is a real journey. But I feel like they are focusing on this one pentacle, they're focusing on this one goal, this one level of success that they are moving towards now, and I feel like this is because they want to move forward with something in the future. So let's just see what is in their future, okay? Let's just see what they are working towards here. I'm going to perhaps move this, okay? Because we want to see now the outcomes that are going to be made here. Because I do feel like this is somewhat past energy, or perhaps it's energy now that is really going to be quite successful in the future, okay? And you see here, actually, I've just noticed this, that this has formed a perfect square, okay? And you see how the card in the middle is this person looking at their journey, looking at how far they have come and what they've had to go through, and the anticipation of the future, and seeing the beauty and personal growth in the future. You see how this is in the middle, and they're just, it's like they're surrounded by all of this this change, all of this motion, you know, and they are looking forward now, okay? So they're surrounded by this, and they're looking forward in what's to come, and whatever is to come is the King of Pentacles. So it's going to be something very substantial, something that is very successful, very stable and reliable energy as well. And the square here represents structure. It's, you know, something has really formed them, really, I feel, whatever they're doing, whatever they've built here, whatever they've been working towards, you know, to overcome, I feel like they have gained structure. They are gaining some sense of security now, and being able to see things quite clearly for what they really were, and moving forward. Okay. Oh my gosh. Aquarius. Oh, I'm so happy for you. So the first card we pulled out for the future energy for you is the Ten of Pentacles. So we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is all about feeling that fulfillment, feeling that security, and it's things coming to completion, okay? And there's full abundance here. I mean, this first card to come out, I actually, honestly, I'm feeling like I want to cry here. I don't know about you. Oh, it's, you know, there's so much energy. So if it ever struggles to focus, Aquarius, that is because there's so much energy around this card, okay? So let's just try and let it focus for you, okay? I am just... This is so deserved. This is so deserved, okay, Aquarius? And this is whatever someone perceives as value, whatever someone perceives as completing them, okay? So whatever completes them, they are going to achieve here. They are going to have success in this. And whatever that is, I feel like it's so beautiful, okay? It's amazing. And I just want to show you here this King of Pentacles and this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this is complete success. This is overwhelming success, okay? And I feel like as well, okay, I'm getting an image here of, so you see these pentacles, I'm getting an image of, you know, as each pentacle appears, okay, I'm getting an image of a struggle and then a pentacle appears, a struggle and then a pentacle appears. So every single struggle that they have had, there has, wow, it really isn't focusing, is it? It's this energy around this card. Wow, I'm sorry about that. Let's just try and make it focus. Wow, there's so much energy. I can feel it, okay? I can feel it, and I'm going through this with you, and it's so beautiful and deserved, okay? So we see, let's see if we can get this to focus. Oh, I'm so sorry, Aquarius. I want you to see this. I will make sure. Okay, there we go. So you see all of these pentacles. I'm getting an image here of, you know, every single struggle turning into a pentacle. So, you know, there's a sense of justice here. There's a sense of rightness being made. For every challenge that they have had to go through, there's also going to be a success in the future. So, wow, that is very of substance there, and really something to consider. And it's also a happy home life. It's a happy feeling at home within themselves and feeling positive on their movements forward, I feel. And this sense of feeling safe, okay? I don't know why I have to stress this, Aquarius, but there's a sense of feeling safe. Okay, wow. Wow, and there's so much energy here right now. So there is very much someone being guided and following their intuition here. I feel this energy quite deeply, and I feel this sense of love, this sense of longing, okay? And, you know, if this is someone's future, I'm feeling someone's future emotion here. I mean, this is beautiful. It really is. I'm just blown away right now. Okay, so Seven of Cups. I'm seeing here that there is so much possibility for the future. So you see how this person is looking up at all these cups. They represent different goals, different fulfillments, different inspirations, okay? And I feel like here what's happening is they are getting inspired. They have all of these ideas, okay? After, you know, so long of being, I feel, feeling a little bit restricted in some way, they do have, you know, all of this energy. And you see how they're looking at these cups and they're just in awe of these cups. They're just really dreaming about the future here and all of the possibility. And I feel like this is good. This is someone using their creative drive and moving forward and being successful, and a little bit surprised at how successful they are, actually. I'm getting surprised. They're very surprised. It's like they're walking along here. Oh my god, I need to show you this, I'm sorry. Okay, so they're walking along here and I'm getting an image of them just, you know, being so surprised and stumbling across these cups. Okay, so they're walking and then suddenly they look up and they're like, whoa, and it's like they're surprised, but they've created this for themselves. So it's interesting because it's like they walk across it, and it's like they stumble across it and they've just discovered it, but really it's been there all along. That's the way I'm feeling. So, okay. So as well, I think that message is there is going to be a lot of possibility here in the future, and you know, whatever they're working on, whatever they've been, you know, struggling with in the past, I feel like it's saying, look, that restriction, that was not justice, that was not right, that was, you know, there needed to be a balance, and because it was so perhaps detrimental to them, I feel like they are being given this gift, and whatever's balancing out, you know, the experiences they've gone through, they can really work towards something better and something that they deserve, and it's really grown them as a person. You know, I'm seeing this person here in the middle here, the Three of Wands energy, and you know, they have grown so much. You know, they have grown. This is what I'm looking at as they look out over the horizon here. This is so beautiful. I just want to know more. I'm with you right now on this journey, and I just want to see what's in, you know, what's coming for you. Okay, so the Ace of Wands. So this is passion. This is, you know, feeling inspired, feeling motivated, and really holding on to this passion and letting it grow. And I'm noticing the little leaves here as well. You know, the leaves here growing very slowly, and it's as if whatever they put their mind to, whatever they hold on to, I feel it's going to light up in some way. I do want to expand on that. So, you know, whatever these passions are, Aquarius, and how they are going to be, you know, what's going to happen here. And I feel like this passion could be, you know, this could be also, you know, a relationship. It could be something that fulfills them, that, you know, inspires them in some way. But I'm really getting a sense here of just within themselves, being able to manifest what they truly want in life, you know. Yeah, so we do have the Page of Wands, so that's telling me that this Ace of Wands, this passion, is a real dream. It's a real dream of theirs. Do you see how they're looking up at this wand? And they're really just admiring it in some way. And this is my dreamer card, so this is someone really dreaming about the future, really dreaming about whatever this is that they are working on, this goal, and, you know, wanting to strive towards this. And I feel like they are, okay, they're holding this firmly and they're ready for this journey. And this is something that they will find peace in. This is something that will bring harmony in some way. And that could be to the world, or it could be, you know, inside themselves, inner strength. But I'm seeing here how she's looking down on this lion that she has tamed through the strength of her own mind. She's tamed through, you know, patience and perseverance here. And, you know, the movements forward, I feel, you know, she is one with nature, she is one with her surroundings, and she is very strong and harmonious, and it's like wherever she goes, she's glowing. Okay, you see the infinity sign on her head? I feel like that is actually, others are perceiving her as that, you know, they're perceiving, they're looking at her and they're seeing this infinity sign. And I feel like what this infinity sign represents is some form of abundance, okay, some form of success and peace, okay, perhaps it's being at one, it's this sense of completeness. And I feel like they perceive this about her, and it gives them strength also, okay? So, you know, it gives them inspiration. Yeah. So there's a lot of compassion here. There's a lot of understanding, I feel. Okay, with this King of Cups. So this King of Cups is quite sincere and fair, and they embrace equality. They strive for justice. They strive for something equal, something fair. And I feel like this person is looking over, you know, their kingdom, and they're thinking of ways to help other people as well as themselves. And you see the water here is still, you know, there's a sense of love, there's a sense of feeling whole within their heart, but there's also, you know, this water here that is down below that's not quite calm, you know, and it's like they find calmness, they make that water calm, they move forward on this journey, and they strive for that, you know, that water to be still, and they realise that it's quite a big goal to have, but they are going to achieve this, okay? So I feel like this is the case of, you know, wanting others to feel successful after what they've gone through. Okay, so they've been through quite a lot, and I feel like they want others to not have to go through that. They have this sense of compassion for others around them that is quite beautiful, that can really glow in some way, you know, and provide inspiration and provide the necessary movements forward in order to achieve something. Okay, Three of Cups. So there is a sense of togetherness, there is a sense of, you know, this love. I feel like these are individuals here. You know how they're holding up their cups. So I feel like what they're doing is they're learning from one another, they're building from one another, and they feel very complete, they feel very whole, and they feel trusting of each other. And this could be, you know, a relationship, this could be an idea that is really moving forward quite firmly, and it's something to celebrate, it's something to feel good about. And do you see the flowers here? It's this sense of freedom, you know, this sense of being able to let go, realizing the ones who bring them down and the ones who build them up, okay? So there is this sense of being able to let go of anything that may be hindering them, anything that may be negative, and also, I guess in a way, realizing what serves them and what doesn't, experiences that build them and experiences that are going to perhaps not serve them, and being able to make those decisions to build upon what actually is quite sustainable, what is going to be quite abundant and fruitful. Aquarius. Yeah. So we had the King of Pentacles, and now we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is someone quite nurturing, quite caring. It's quite a maternal energy. You see how they're looking over this pentacle and they're admiring this, and they want to take care of it to the best of their ability. And in a way, there's this sense of feeling a little bit protective and, you know, wanting to give everything they have in order to, I feel, make peace with this pentacle, make peace and harmony. And pentacles are all about long-term commitments, okay? But I feel like here as well, it's this sense of responsibility, this sense of wanting to grow something quite beautiful. So I'm actually noticing the flowers at the top of the card here. And I feel like these flowers represent their mind and how it's growing over time, and the amount of knowledge and understanding that they have for what is needed to be done. And it's almost like they're so intelligent, they have so much knowledge about the future and about what is, you know, the best situation, you know, having this much clarity that in a way it's giving them a lot of responsibility that perhaps is going to be, you know, they're going to value it and they're going to cherish it, but they're also going to be quite protective. And I'm seeing their crown here, and it's quite a big crown that they're wearing. Yeah, look at this. Whatever this is, it's really important. And I just want to show you here. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is full success. This is achievement. This is whatever someone perceives as value, whatever someone, the goals that someone wants to achieve. This is complete success. Overwhelming in a way. And comfort and security. But there is also, you know, with that Queen of Pentacles there's a sense of being protective. You know, and if something is quite beautiful, if they do care about something very much, they are going to be a little bit. And I feel like it's justified. You know, it's a caring energy. It's not something that's possessive, it's caring. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is about someone's duty. It's their duty to give to others. It's a feeling of giving and receiving, this card, but it's more of a in line with their morals, okay? So they're very much set in whatever this is, and they want to be able to understand and look at things from all perspectives, all angles. And you see here how they're giving to these beggars on the floor, but it's more like they're understanding the lacks that perhaps need to be made right, and they're understanding balance and what good karma is, and you know, what someone gives they will receive. And they're really, I feel, finding this balance and finding a way to move forward that is going to be a good path, a good journey for everyone. And you know, if there is anything, any sort of injustice, I feel they will be, you know, the first ones to come in and find that balance. And I'm actually noticing here the thickness of their clothing. So you see here they're quite heavily clothed, okay? They're quite comfortable in who they are, and they're comfortable in the support and the advice that they are giving to other people, okay? They're quite grown now. They're quite mature and quite knowledgeable, and quite they have a lot to give. That's what I'm trying to say. And they really want this. They really do. It's something that is what fuels them. Quite a generous individual here with these King and Queen of Pentacles. It's all about generosity. It's all about being humble. It's all about giving as well as receiving. It's the hard work that has gone into this and what they've had to go through in order to achieve this. Aquarius. So I feel like there's some real self-growth here. Okay. Wow. I'm so happy for you, Aquarius. So we have the Lovers card here. So there is true love, okay? There is going to be this passion. There is going to be a heart that is very much full, and it's coming as they grow and as they are quite strong within themselves, and as they, you know, they are establishing themselves. There is this love as well that is going to be I feel quite important in their lives and quite beautiful, okay? And there's a lot of emotion here with the Lovers card. The Lovers card is all about heart. It's all about following one's heart. So I feel like, you know, this is authentic. This is genuine. This is pure. And I feel like this is what they wanted. You know, you see this Page of Cups here from the past. You know, they extended themselves and they felt a bit betrayed in a way. They felt a little bit let down. And, you know, their efforts, you know, were abused in a way, or perhaps neglected in some way. And I feel like, you know, the lack of balance there, you know, and that's very much the inception of love there with the Page of Cups, or perhaps not even love, but the inception of wanting to extend their love and, you know, to have to let go of that. But now I feel like in the future there is something solid, there is something sustainable, there is something that is more of value, okay, something very stable that actually does have balance, does have, you know, this connection that's complete, this feeling of completeness, this feeling of true happiness. Wow, this is a good way to end the reading, Aquarius, I feel. So what is the last card for Aquarius? And I feel like this is emotion. I feel like when this success happens, this is only just the beginning, okay? So we're only seeing here, there's so much more that is unknown, but we're just seeing a glimpse of this here, I feel, for Aquarius. You know, but I mean, for some of you, this could be present energy, this could be, you know, so take it how it resonates. Okay. We have the 8 of Wands here. So this is quite, I feel like this is saying there's some sort of arrows of love here that are really going to draw someone in. And I feel like this relationship is destined. This relationship is something that was divinely guided, and I feel like, you know, these arrows are penetrating them, and they're really, I feel, a sense of passion that is long lasting. So you see here how, you know, this is quite swift, quite certain. This energy is fast, swift and certain, right? And I feel like this relates to their love, as in, this is something that once it pins them, once that arrow penetrates their heart, it's something that stays there, and it's like they're entranced by this. They're in, I don't want to say a spell because I feel like this is genuine, but I'm just saying, you know how that feeling of being under a spell and just being absolutely head over heels in love with someone, I feel like that's this sort of love that's coming, and I feel like it's in a way going to last a very, very long time. It could be something quite long term that is really successful, okay? Especially with these pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So whatever this is, it is long lasting, because the Pentacles are all about long standing commitments, okay? And this is well deserved, okay? So that is your monthly reading, Aquarius. Thank you for your time. I've really enjoyed this.